Hi, I'm Hannah and thank you for clicking on my video. I wanted to share a few tips that I have learned along the way of becoming a Weight Watchers lifelong member. Just to give you a little bit of background before I get into some really good tips for you, is that I lost 50 pounds on Weight Watchers in the year 2011. And then again, I lost, I had a baby and life happened. And then I lost 20 pounds in 2020, at the beginning of 2020. So I will say that I know a lot about the program, and I know a lot about the points and what has worked and what doesn't work. So I just wanted to share that with you because I've lived and breathed Weight Watchers for at least 10 years. So the biggest thing for getting started, if you want to get started on Weight Watchers or you're thinking about a weight loss journey, is that just getting started before you do anything. Mindset is everything. And you know, some people are cold turkey. They can do that. That's great. I am not one of those people. It hasn't ever worked for me and like stuck. So getting my mindset right did take a long time for me to actually take the plunge and really commit myself. And I'm thinking back to that first time years ago, and I eat a lot differently now, which is great. When I started Weight Watchers, I started the program pretty much, okay, Hannah, on Monday you're starting your points. And I went right into that. I was on the freestyle program, and I believe I was eating 26 points a day, I believe. And at the beginning, the first 2 weeks are miserable, absolutely miserable. And I would go to bed early because I had like stomach pains because I was so hungry. And I have learned a lot from that. That goes away. Here's my biggest tip, besides the mindset one. If you want to start any type of lifestyle change, cut out the sugar. Not all of it, but just start cutting out the sugar. That will help you so much. I will not even go into the history of sugar. You can learn about it somewhere else. There's a lot of information out there around sugar and what it does to the brain and the body and the cells. But anyways, when I started Weight Watchers again in 2020, the beginning of 2020, around March, I knew that I needed to cut out sugars, and I did that gradually over the course of the month. The other thing that is the kicker, is that I knew where my points were going and why I had extra pounds on me. So cutting out sugar, giving yourself like 2 weeks of, you know, no snacking with those the sugary snacks. If you're a soda drinker, I would try to cut out the soda and go for another type of carbonated beverage. Just those small steps really does make a difference. So then you have to stay within a point range. It's kind of like a bank account. I look at it that way. I have only 23. I'm on the Weight Watchers Blue program, by the way. That's just how I eat. And a lot of the foods that I like on that program just fit my lifestyle. So I have an allotment of 23 points a day. And I think of that as money to spend. I only have 23, and then when they're done, that's it. So I have to think carefully, and you have to plan. So my biggest thing I needed to cut out, and this is just by previous knowledge, so I just wanted to give you kind of like a heads up as to what the kicker was for me. It was my coffee creamer. So I drank 2 cups of coffee a day, sometimes 3. And I would use, I don't even know the brand, but I would put in so much creamer that I was eating, sorry, consuming about 12 points a day just in my creamer, and I knew that was significant. So I was already tracking, like in my head, tracking what I was eating and where I was spending my points. Now, my portion control was a little more, and I knew what I needed to do to fix that. But the biggest thing was the coffee creamer, and once I got that down, things started looking up. It's a huge change. It's a huge change. So coffee to me, because I don't drink alcohol, that is my vice. When I get home from work, I'm like, give me my coffee. And so I needed to change that. So it's a process, as you can imagine, or if you've been through it before. The Weight Watchers program, for the first 3 months, I believe is free when you start, and then I believe it's around $20 a month. I use the app only. When I first started, they didn't have the app like it is today. The app today is a beautiful thing. They have a great community, I will say it's very, very positive in there, and you can have a mentor, which I highly recommend, or just recommend someone in your life that maybe is a friend or a family member that is doing this with you. That is a really big success point for me as well. So if you're not ready to commit completely, there's an app that is totally free. It's called I Track Bites. It's one word, all undercase, and it's free. And I've recommended this to a few of my friends before because they've asked about it. I've used it. I did use it for quite some time. It's not the same though, but it can get you by if the $20 a month is something that you're not interested in. But you know, I'm a frugal person, and I would say that, you know, Netflix out, Hulu out, that's gonna pay for the Weight Watchers app. So just cannot, you know, kind of thinking about if that $20 a month is something that you're not really interested in, well, see where else you can, you know, kind of forego your expenditures. But anyways, this is not really what that's about. But anyway, there are 3 programs, like I mentioned. There's a green, blue, and a purple, and I will link below a website that's pretty good. I think it's a blog. The woman explains it pretty nicely. But the green, you have 30 points, which has less, like 0-point foods. Blue is in the middle, it's 23 points per day, and the purple has 16, and it has the most 0-point foods. So you can change that at any time, which is great, just to see, you know, what works for you. So let's say you download the app and you go through the process of, you know, your username and how much you weigh and your height and all of that information. You start out on the green, but you soon find out like it's not for you. You can switch at any time. It doesn't cost anything, which I really, really like about that. And I actually have done that just to see if it would allow me to change. Anyways, so those are my tips. Start slow, be easy on yourself, slow and steady, but try to get your mindset right first. Planning, you gotta plan. Plan your meals out. What I do every morning is, so my Weight Watchers app is right here, and I go in here every morning and I put in my breakfast. Usually I know what my lunch is. If I don't know what my dinner is, that's fine. And I just go from there. So you start getting into this rhythm of routine, and that's the key. When you don't track, your weight can go up. When you're tracking and you're doing great and you don't notice anything on the scale, it's okay. It's okay. Just to give you some perspective, I tracked, I didn't deprive myself from anything. I started in March, and by August, maybe September, I had lost 20 pounds. It doesn't matter. Like, if you see your your weight going down like a half a pound in a week, that's really great. That's really great. I never have lost 2 pounds in a week on Weight Watchers. I really believe slow and steady, and just drinking a lot of water, that makes a huge difference, you guys. Just drinking lots of water. So anyways, your mindset, get your mindset right. Cut out that sugar, those extra sugars, because sugar in my body, I'm not sure about yours, but sugar is like a drug. It feeds. It's like if I eat something sugary the day before, I wake up the next morning and I'm more hungry. Same with carbs, actually. I try to stay away from carbs in the evening, but track your points, drink a lot of water, and just get into that routine, and hopefully you are successful. Let me know in the comments below if you are on Weight Watchers, if you have tried and failed before. Just let me know, and I'll get back to you on that. So I hope you liked this video, found it useful. I don't have like this grand, like this is the big secret. There is no secret. It's all about calories in, calories out, and there you go. So I hope you have a great day, and if you're thinking about joining Weight Watchers, well, congratulations, you've made the first step into just getting that thought process working for you. So you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So have a good day. Thank you.